What if you could capture the entire NES experience, the console, the best games, the nostalgia, in one perfectly curated capsule collection that doesn't need a room of its own? Game collecting can get out of hand very quickly. Trust me, I know. So today I am stripping it right back and building the ultimate NES collection that is small enough to fit anywhere, cheap enough not to rinse your overdraft, and tightly packed with the ultimate selection of games, and really does encapsulate the full Nintendo Entertainment System experience. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I am putting together a complete NES capsule collection. That's the TV, the console, a handful of essential games, accessories, and after clearing a bit of space in this room, I'm even going to put together a small unit to house it all. I'll go through it all step by step, as this may be the perfect solution for you as well, as if you're anything like me, maybe you're slimming down your collection, downsizing your game room, or just looking for a small, simple display solution that doesn't need an entire room all to itself. So let's get into it. So first up, the console itself. This is the classic front loader that we got here in the UK. Mine is a NES version. There is also a Mattel variant. Where this has the advantage though is the native AV ports on the side, as well as an RF option. Just check these things before setup. No loose AV or RF ports, and of course a working power brick. Next, the TV. Yes, you can use a modern TV, but nothing really beats a CRT. Zero input lag, perfect picture for 8-bit graphics, and that real NES look. The look the games developers made the games for. A CRT really is the way to go. For a setup like this, I recommend a CRT television of around 14 to 21 inches with composite or SCART inputs. Anything bigger than a 21-inch TV kind of negates the whole purpose of a small capsule collection. I've gone with a Sony Trinitron 14-inch TV, which is the TV I had in university all those years ago. So hopefully it still works. Now let's talk about the capsule itself. The idea is to house everything. Console, controllers, a tight little games library, one or two accessories in one small, simple unit. There's lots of options out there for small units. IKEA of course has Kallax with various inserts that you can put in. RetroDodo recently used Frixus to put together a small PS1 collection. But I wanted something all-encompassing with a couple of shelves for storage and future-proofed for other capsule collection ideas I have for other consoles. I wanted something compact that doesn't take up a lot of space. So I found this on Amazon. I measured out the NES, the games, the cartridges, and the unit I've chosen fits 9 boxed games perfectly on one of the shelves. Then I've added a little extra room for airflow and cables. The bottom shelf still holds controllers and accessories, and the upper shelf is where the console and games will go, and there's even some additional space. You don't need to pick up anything fancy as long as it stores exactly what you want to put in your capsule collection. This one works for me. For this capsule collection, I wanted a bunch of games that represent the NES at its very best. Gameplay, replayability, historical importance to me, and I've chosen 18 games in total. That's a mix of unboxed and boxed games, so I've got that nice variety on display on the shelves. I'll go through a couple of them with you, including RC Pro-Am, one of the best racing games on the system, Pro Protector, which of course is our censored version of Contra, but still as playable, side-scrolling RPG Battle of Olympus, often overshadowed by Zelda 2, but very much a Greek mythological cousin to that game, Double Dragon 2, best beat 'em up. Mega Man 2, probably the perfect balance of challenge and a game that you will actually get through. I nearly put Mega Man 3 in this collection, but it's so much tougher than this one. DuckTales, Mario 3, Star Wars, because you do need a rock solid game in your collection. Got a loose cart of Parodius, probably one of the best shooters on the system. Gold cart Zelda, much cheaper than picking up a boxed copy. This one cost me £25 and it's in lovely condition, and you just need that gold shine on the shelf. And then 2 Simpsons games, Space Mutants and Versus the World, because 90s, right? Now it's time to bring everything together. Everything fits really neatly into the unit. Console on top, loose carts beside it, controllers coiled on the side, accessories at the bottom, boxed games on the shelf. Oh, it's so simple and clean. I'm going for the AV ports on the side as it just avoids that RF fuzz you get. And let's just plug it in. And that moment right there, worth every second of setup. It even looks a bit like my early 90s setup from my parents' house. And that sound, my childhood compressed into squeaks and clicks. There's even a nice space left in the unit to house other bits and bobs. So I'm going to pop in the NES box itself. That's going to slide in nicely there. And then just for a bit more romanticism about the golden age of the Nintendo Entertainment System, I've picked up a couple of magazines which will go in there as well. Mainly some Retro Gamer, including 30 Years of Entertainment, Unlocking the NES, Who's This Guy? And also the greatest NES games as well. So it'd be nice to see what other games I could swap out in the future and games I missed out on in the past. So some nice light reading there. And then just for added nostalgia, I'm going to pop in the very first video game magazine I ever bought, and also the official Nintendo sticker album, which one day I may get around to actually finishing. And that's it, my complete NES capsule collection. Compact, curated, and ready to play. A slice of childhood nostalgia in one portable unit that doesn't take up a massive amount of space. What games would you include in your capsule? Drop your picks in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please leave me a like and do consider subscribing if you're not already. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll be back soon with another capsule video game collection.